joining us. So, well, we'll end with a 110-point cut. And I think, that 40-day exponential moving average at 19,360. Now, 8 points under it. We'll see what the adjusted close is. But basically around the 40 days where we'll probably close with about 3 minutes or so to the end of today's session. Just one thing, Nifty didn't do very much, but the small and mid-cap part of the market did sell off a little bit more. The small cap will end 0.25% higher, but the mid-cap index will end about 0.25% higher. The small cap index came off sharply in the last 20 minutes of trade, and that goes home with nothing. 12-point change higher. So that had a good 0.25%, a third of a percent when we started at 230, but not very much by close. And the Nifty Bank, of course, doing a little better after underperforming over the last 2 days. The Nifty Bank down about 0.18% or so. We'll end there at about 43,860.
Well, Prashant, I guess a bit of a nothing sort of a day if you're trying to pick out trends on the Nifty, on the large cap names. You have some gainers on Adani. Let me actually just point out the specific Adani stocks that were up and about. So from the index, it's Adani Ports, which had a decent day. Adani Power, which is where the big block happened yesterday, that managed to go home with a gain of about 2%. Adani Enterprises, maybe 1.5%, but the other Adani stocks were on the weak side. Beyond the Adani names, let's talk about what worked for the index. Titan, for sure, up 2% as gold prices have cooled off quite significantly. Some auto names like Bajaj Auto, Hero Moto, just around the flat line, not much there really. Then there is an SBI somewhere which has outperformed the other banking stocks. SBI is up about 1%, Axis Bank about 0.5%. That's where the list of gainers really ends for the index. It was a down day, there's no denying that, because you're closing down 120 points. And ITC was leading that pressure, the worst performing stock on the index. Then you had, the big boys falling behind: Reliance, L&T, some of the names like TCS as well. IT was weak, actually, even beyond TCS. LTIMindtree, Infosys, most of these names were dragging their feet. Some of the non-banks like Bajaj Finance also down by about 1.5%. And some of the commodity plays, JSW Steel, for instance, down about 1% as well. Lever, actually, it's more down than up, very, very clearly. It's just that banks haven't fallen as much. But a lot of the other names, Reliance, FMCG, L&T, these are the big boys, big supports for the market. They weren't quite adding up today. Midcaps, I guess, mixed trends, Nigel?
Well, that's right. Let's just highlight a few stocks that hit upper circuit since we just got a few seconds to move. We had BF Utilities that was up close to around 20%. BF Investments that sold stake in BF Utilities. That as well was higher. Some of the big underperformers, actually. You had Coffee Day that was up close to around 18% in today's trading session. Jacob was up more than 10%, 15% actually. Avalon Tech as well did pretty well. And DB Realty, I think, end of the day, we'll be waiting by to find out who were the parties in that 1.5% trade that happened. It happened in the first hour itself, so that'll be another stock that'll be on our radar. So select stocks did very well, though the index ended down with a cut of around 100 points.
Okay, well, that's then trade at the end of this Thursday. We're waiting by to get more cues from global markets. We'll have the jobless claims data, and then let's see if Wall Street can shrug off the weakness that it has been in the grip of over the last couple of sessions. For now, it's a wrap from the entire team that puts Closing Bell together. Thank you very much for watching. Don't go anywhere, because our Thursday special big deal is coming up next.